Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Haley. I am a 4th year pre-K teacher in Texas, and today is day 2 of classroom setup.
There we go.
Thank
All right,
you.
You have an amazing rest of
You
your
too.
day.
Alright, I am at Hobby Lobby to pick up the fabric for my 2 main bulletin boards in my classroom. I came last week and I picked out the colors for both of them, but I just took a picture of like the roll and then what like color it was because it was not on sale last week. So I don't ever buy anything from Hobby Lobby if it's not on sale because it will be on sale next week. So it's 30% off this week and it's Saturday, so I want to make sure I get it today. And then that way I can put it up in my classroom this coming week and not have to worry about it not being on sale again. So I need 4 yards for the backboard in my room and 3 yards for the board on the side. I also need some white fabric, but I was considering just going to get a white sheet because I think that'll be cheaper, and I literally just need white. So, because I'm going to do like a little makeshift board in the entryway to my classroom. So that's what we're here for today. I also have my baby with me today. She's asleep. She fell asleep on the way here. So I'm just gonna sit in the car and sip on my coffee and wait for her to wake up, and then we'll head on in. Fabric is secured. All right, y'all, so it is a few days later after the clips that you just saw of me at Hobby Lobby. I got exactly the fabric I needed. I actually ended up getting so lucky because the fabric that I needed for this board, I needed 4 yards, and on the roll that they had at Hobby Lobby, they had like just over 4 yards. So I got the 4 yards that I needed, and then I was able to get the green for this wall. They had plenty for that. So I am super excited about that. For now, I'm in my room. I just am not sure what I want to get done yet. I knew that I wanted to be up here doing stuff. I have until about noon today to get some stuff done. I do have all of this stuff on these tables that I could tackle. Just not sure if I want to do that just yet. I brought in my rug and a few things over here from my car, so we can lay those things out as well. I think first I just need to do a little bit of standing, looking, maybe writing a to-do list, and seeing what we can get done. So for now, just have fun watching me stare at things. So I just wrote a few things up here that I want to get done. Probably not all today, but kind of start doing. So clearing the tables, I do probably think needs to be one of the top priorities. I'm just avoiding it because my cabinets are also not cleaned out, and that's why I have start organizing cabinets on here. When I moved from my first grade classroom down to this one, I just had to shove everything in the cabinets. That way it wasn't in the way for the current teacher that was still in here and hadn't moved out yet. So all of my things from first grade are still in the cabinet. So I need to clear those out. I think a lot of the things that are on the tables, excuse me, are probably gonna have to go in the cabinets. So I may need to switch the order that I do things in. I wanna lay out my reading rug, which is going to go right here, where that X is. And then clear books from book bins on the back shelves. That is these over here. Those are not going to be displayed like that this year. I'm going to keep just like one theme out at a time on here. And so I need to go through all of our books and decide what ones I'm keeping out for beginning of year, and then find a place to store the rest of them. With that being said about the books, my district is also having us scan all of our books into a system this year to kind of keep track of what books we have in our personal classroom libraries and make sure that we're keeping books that are still appropriate to be inside the classroom, just kind of help keep inventory, things like that. And I already scanned some books before the end of last year, but I've not scanned all of them. So I need to make sure as I'm going through them that I know what I have scanned in and not scanned in. That way I know what I still need to scan, hopefully before the school year starts. So I'm not trying to do it with school already going. Okay, I have cleared off 2 of the tables. It mostly feels like I'm just moving things from table to table because like I filled up this table with stuff, but some of it's stuff that needs to go home. Some of it's stuff that needs to go in this desk once I'm ready to tackle that. And I'm just not ready for that yet. So, cleared off two of the tables. I don't know, I have this big old box that it looks awful. It's like all the stuff that was in my desk in my old room. The aide that I had help me move rooms, just like, I was like, it's not organized, it's a mess, so if you just want to throw everything in a box, and that's what she did, she threw everything in a box. Which, hey, that's fine. So this box looks a little overwhelming. I think I might just move this behind my desk, and then when I'm ready to set up my desk, I'll take things out of it and organize it as I go. Because I'm just not mentally ready for that. And I have no help today, and so I think I'm gonna have to save that for a day that I have help and somebody to keep me on track and tell me what I need and what is junk, because I am a hoarder and I will keep it all. So I'm gonna move that, and then I think I'll set up my rug, maybe start going through the cabinets. That way I can get some of this stuff in the cabinets. Okay, all right, I have this box of the few leftover supplies that were donated last year to my classroom. So some of these things will be things that will get put out for kiddos to have access to, others not so much. So I am going to actually just use this as a box of like extra supplies that I find around the room as I'm cleaning, that kind of thing. Because like markers, they're not gonna have access to in their pencil box right away, because we need to do like marker procedures, what markers do and don't draw on, that kind of thing. So the cart that you're actually sitting on right now houses all of my markers, but I think I'm gonna have a different system for my aid, where all the markers are organized by color, possibly. That way when we need a certain marker for a certain craft, that kind of thing, we can pass out that color and kind of have it be a little bit more controlled, less chaos. So I have those, and then I also have colored pencils. These will probably not be in their pencil box, but they'll be like in the creation station. one of our centers. So these I'll have to store somewhere else, but for now they're gonna stay in the bin. I also have eraser, pencil eraser ends, red pens. These just need to go on my desk. A teal sharpener. The last 2 remaining glue sticks that we did not use in first grade. Literally, I think the only 2 glue sticks that did not get used in first grade. And we had so many glue stick donations. So if you don't know what to donate to your kid's teacher, glue sticks. There's never enough of them. Glue sticks. Preferably not scented or glitter. Scented they try to eat, glitter they fight over who gets them. Purple glue sticks. Way to go. And then I also have 2 things of index cards left. We love index cards. I also have them in this cart, so I'm just actually gonna put these 2, since there's only 2 left, I'm gonna put them in this cart as well. So that's that. The other stuff that's on that table that I just took this off of is like magnet letters that will need to go stored in a cabinet until we're ready to use them for center. And then, or maybe small group, because those ones are organized. Those are like the organized A through Z set. So I might put that by my small group table. Then the other box on there is a paper organizer that we might use as like our drying rack for creation station. So I'll have to decide where I'm going to put that up. And disinfecting wipes in a pocket chart, and a pencil, crayon sharpener, which I'll find somewhere for. I have like, our school issued us a pencil sharpener. I have a personal pencil sharpener, and then I have that crayon sharpener. So we are ready, we're good with the sharpeners in this classroom. So I'll keep doing some walking around, looking, updating you as I go. Okay, the rug is out. I love this rug. I actually think we measured for bigger than it was, which is fine because now I know I have more space to work with. I'm already out of breath. The tables, we're gonna count them as cleaned off. We're gonna mark that off the to-do list. I still have some chalk on one table, and then some dot markers and things, but a lot of that stuff that I can't put away right now is gonna have to go in the cabinets. And the cabinets are not cleaned out, which is why it's on the to-do list. I need to get a rug pad for this, or some rug tape or something, because it does not have, it's just like one of those washable, flimsy, thinner rugs. So kids gonna be running and slipping and all kinds of craziness onto this rug, or walking on it, making it fold up. So I need to either get rug tape or a rug pad that's about the same size as this, like a non-slip rug pad. But I love the size of this. I think it goes with this area perfectly. I'm so excited about it. It's gonna look so cute when I get books in here, which I think that's what I wanna do next, is start going through the books, pulling out the ones I want to have out in here for August. Again, these are the books that the kids are going to have access to in the library center. And they'll read here or here. And then I also have some like little padded sitting dots that I might keep around here so that they can sit and read on those around this area too. But there should only be, I think, 3 kids max in library. So space should not be a problem. But I'm just so excited about this rug. I love it. And I love that it's washable, because when it gets dirty, inevitably, I can just take it home and throw it in my washer at home. So super excited about that. Let's move on to something else on the list. Okay, I decided we are marking off, clearing tables, laying out the rug we did. Start organizing cabinets, clear books from the book bins on the back shelf. We're gonna do book bins next. I don't know that I'm gonna clear them all, but I'm definitely gonna pull what I want for August to go in here. So let's do that next. Okay, while I am right over here, I thought I would just share some of the books that I did pull out. We haven't decided all of the read alouds for our first week of school yet. So I just pulled out some that I know we did last year for the first week of school, and ones that I've done in previous years, like in kindergarten, just as like read alouds for the first week. So, and then I realized that I have a few double copies of a few books, plus the books that I got from Barnes & Noble that I showed y'all in my first haul that are still at school. I might have some doubles. So that's okay, because maybe my team teacher doesn't have some of these and I can donate them to her. So I did realize that I have 2 copies of Ish. I love Peter Reynolds. 2 copies of this book. I will probably see if my team teacher has it, and if not, she can have a copy of it. Don't necessarily know if we'll use this book specifically the first month of school, but I do know that it's really nice to have kind of in the earlier days. So I have those. And then I did talk about in my haul how I bought International Dot Day, the Dot book by Peter Reynolds. So I already had a copy too. So I'll see if my team teacher wants that. I pulled Our Class as a Family and A Letter to Your Teacher. Usually Our Class as a Family is a good one to do before you do your social contract. So we probably will read this the first week of school. And then a letter from your teacher, not to your teacher. Then I pulled Be Kind, Chrysanthemum, which we most likely will do our first week. Y'all let me know, do you keep the desk covers on the books, or take them off? Especially if my kids are gonna have access to the book, I take it off. But I kind of feel like I'm like breaking the law, breaking a rule from doing that. Let me know, do you take the desk sleeves off your books or keep them on? Another time that I keep the desk cover on is like this one doesn't have the regular cover when you take it off. So I will keep it on these ones just so that we have the actual title of the book on there. These things, that like magnet to the wall. I'm trying to decide if I want to, let me see. I could put these like here, ish, and put some on there. I have 2 of them, the other one's over here. I think I'm gonna save that for a different time though. I also want some more like specific back to school, going to school books. I have a few on my Amazon wish list that I might pick up. Today is actually the first day of Prime Day. So I might look into picking up a few of those to put on here too and take some of these off. But for now, I like the way that it's looking. So I'm gonna take that off of the to-do list. Okay, earlier I started going through the cabinets. So these ones up here are empty. The bottom 2 rows of cabinets are gonna be kiddos' cubbies for their backpacks. So I need those to be completely emptied out and not used for storage. But I do need to empty out these ones over here or go through them and figure out how I'm gonna organize them. So I'm gonna work on that now. I used this as my folder basket last year. This is where the kiddos drop off their folders. So I think I'm gonna use that as that again this year. It'll go somewhere by the door. That way when they're unpacking, they can drop their folder in here when they get here in the mornings. So I just have like leftover smelly markers and things in here from doing the smiley faces in their folders. And some pins, just some junk that got left over from last year in here. There is a dice in here, so that needs to go in my dice container over there. I'm gonna leave it on this table for now. So I'm gonna use this one again as my folder basket. So it just needs to be wiped down so I can reuse it, and I'll keep it over here by the door, probably on this shelf over here for now. So let me go put this over there. Let's see what's in here. Okay, so these are, let me turn the camera a little bit. These are the sit spots that I was talking about that I have, that I can put a few in my reading area as extra seats. Fun fact about me, I really don't like the color red. It's like anxiety inducing. I don't know what it is about it. So I probably will just pick and choose a few of these to use. The yellow, the green, just the green and yellow one. I don't need too many spots over there. So we're gonna just do the green and yellow, and I'll store the rest of them away. And like I said, these bottom ones need to be emptied out because they're gonna be kids' cubbies. So I will find somewhere else to put these that the kids won't have access to. But I'm gonna put these 2 in our reading area over there. I think the yellow and green will look cute with the purple, or with the pink rug. So these will go over there. Another cabinet cleaned out. This one just has my black bins in it. Again, I don't know if I'm using the black or the colored bins. These are already numbered. Oh, there's Lay's in here from our end of year party. So these will probably go in our treasure box. This one's gonna be fun to clean out. I wish I could sit you up higher, but I don't have anything higher. You're on a table already. So curriculum, probably gonna stay up here at least until I get it all organized and inventoried. I also have my grant check in there. Super exciting. I have this calendar, but we use a linear calendar in pre-K, so I won't need this. I'm keeping it though, because I might need to use the pockets in it for something. We'll see. This cabinet might really stay the same. Here is my pencil holder that I probably will use again this year. Last year I kept it on this back table. It's like one of the dispenser ones. We use the fat pencils in pre-K, so I just need to make sure that it'll come out of that hole. And then we can use this again for if kiddos need to get a new pencil if there's breaks. Because I do not let the kids sharpen pencils during class. It drives me nuts, the noise. Oh my God. So I use this instead. Okay, this is a lakeshore activity that the previous teacher told me, I don't know if it came with the, I don't think it came with the curriculum, but I don't know if it was like from a grant or something. But it's just like, they can do these little orders of burgers, and then it's almost like a little burger puzzle. So I'm trying to decide if this is gonna go in the puzzle center. Y'all tell me what you think. Should this go in the puzzle center, or should it go maybe like in Pretend and Play, and they can just kind of make a burger? Because Pretend and Play for August is gonna be home living. So they could like, maybe we're going out to eat and take an order kind of thing. I don't know. I think for now I'm gonna put it with my puzzle stuff, and then we'll just go from there. But it's so cute. That's all the little pieces. So I'm gonna put that with puzzle stuff. This organizing is gonna be like lots of just moving things around and finding the right spot for things and taking things out, putting things back away. Because I did clean these tables off, and now there's junk all over them again. But it's okay, it'll be a job for another day. So, okay y'all, I think for now, I'm just gonna do like one more little time lapse for the day. Kind of reflecting on what I need to do next time. I'm gonna add more to the to-do list, take some things off. I'll give y'all one more little time lapse. I feel like we didn't get a lot done. We got a lot done. It just doesn't feel like it yet, because we're just not there yet. Today was lots of like organizing, thinking, reflecting, that kind of thing. So y'all are gonna get one more little time lapse of me doing a little bit of things, and then we will wrap it up at the end. Here's what you just saw me writing. I think this is gonna be it for today, because I'm getting a little overwhelmed and I don't have any help here today to kind of keep me on track and all those things. So I kind of wrote down a few things that I can think of that I may be able to work on next time I'm in. So I want to hang the bulletin board fabric next week, because I think that'll help kind of get me started on getting things on the walls. I want to organize the books into categories monthly, or like how they go along with our Pretend and Play theme for whatever weeks we're doing that. Like I know September is going to be, we're going to do an apple orchard for Pretend and Play. And so things will be very apple, transitioning into fall themed. And so I want all my fall books out by then. So I just need to start organizing my books into categories. That way when I'm setting this up, it's easier to kind of pull that book bin, set them up, and then put these in an August book bin, organized and put away. So, and then I want to organize my desk, because that mess over there is a problem right now. And if I don't get it organized now before the school year starts, then I will be a hot mess all year with that desk. So need to get it organized now. I want to organize my small group area. Same thing, this area over here. I took a lot of stuff off of these two tables that were like small group activities. So all of that stuff is just kind of over here now, and I need to get it organized, decide if I'm buying bins for this or what I'm doing. I know that I want my teacher binders to go in probably these two. So I just need to decide what I'm doing with the rest of it, how I'm storing it, and like what's going in this cabinet versus just staying here. I want to get that organized, and then set up Pretend and Play. I think that will be a good thing to do next time I'm in. I did bring over from home, I brought the things that I bought from Barnes & Noble that was in that haul that I showed y'all. And then I found this in one of my things. It was like a Target dollar spot thing that I bought a few years ago, some play money. So I put that over here. That way we can have that in this area as well. So I think setting this up will also help me feel a little bit better. I still need to get fabric for this window. I wanted to make that faux window. And then I need to get fabric for this curtain. So I will be taking another trip back to Hobby Lobby in 2 weeks when it's back on sale. What else? Oh, and then I did make after I set up Pretend and Play, I did make a list of all of my centers. I think it's all of them. I might be forgetting one. That way, as I'm finishing this intro, I can check it off. So I pretty much need to check off library. It's pretty much done. I need to move this back. This is our question of the day board back here that I'll probably keep back there because it's like right near where we'll do morning meeting. And then I wanted to put these two over here. I'm just gonna store them like this right here. That'll be fine for now, at least. I might get a bin or something to put them in, but that'll be fine for now. So this area is pretty much done, other than like I need some expectation posters to put here, but I'll print all of that and get all that together all at one time, and get that done probably for all the centers at the same time. That way I can like batch print them, laminate, and cut them all and get them put where they belong. So for the most part, set up for library, I'm gonna go ahead and do myself the service of just satisfying checking that off. It's pretty much done. Pretend and play, I'm not gonna count it as set up because I want to get all the things in it first. So that's what I did there. All right, y'all, well, that is gonna be it for classroom setup day 2. It was lots of just walking around, staring at things. I think last time I came in, I had like a better idea of like, I want to get setup done, and I got the layout done. Today I just knew I needed to be here doing things, not really knowing what I needed to be doing yet. I think we were productive. It just doesn't look like it because there's stuff everywhere. But I think that's part of it. It's got to get worse before it can get better. So next time I am here, I am going to get the fabric on these 2 boards. I'm gonna work on the border while I'm at home. That way I can hopefully get up the backing and the border around it. And then as for my classroom library, let me know if there are any books that you love that are like a must-have book for the first week of school, that I'm missing from kind of what I talked about, what I thought we might be reading. Let me know what your favorite back-to-school books are. So with that, that is all for today. That is all I have for you, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.